Hi, welcome to Good Morning Santa Paula. My name is John Marquez. It's Thursday, May 28th, and today we're gonna talk about Santa Paula Rotary. And joining us today is the current president of Rotary, Bob Orlando. How you doing, Bob?
Hi, John. Nice to see you. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, thanks for being here. So everybody wonders, what is Rotary? So can you kind of explain what Rotary is?
We could go into great detail, but I won't. Basically, it's a philanthropic organization that was established in Chicago in 1905 by four men or five men, and they were just trying to do philanthropic things for the betterment of their city and to help out the needy and each other. And they were all pretty prominent business people. Their meetings from one of their offices to another. And so that just continued, and they became known as the club that rotates, or the Rotary Club. So anyway, that's the overall background. But the Santa Paula Rotary Club has been here since 1923. We were sponsored by the Ventura Club. That's the way it has to work. A club has to sponsor you or support you. And so we got supported by the Ventura Club. Now there are three clubs in Ventura. In 1923, at that time, we had about 70 members, which is pretty significant considering that time. They met at the Glen Tavern, the existing Glen Tavern, until 1928. And then they moved to the Masonic Temple because they needed more room, and they stayed there for quite some time. In the mid-70s, membership was over 100 people. So that the club's been here for quite a long time, and Rotary is basically philanthropic, and everything we do is for the community more than anything else.
Bob, I love you because you answered three of my questions right there without me asking.
Okay. All right. Good job. Good.
That's great. So what's our current membership?
Right. 71, 72 people, depending. We have one person in the queue ready to come in. Our membership is holding around 70. We're known as a large club. And we pride ourselves on diversity in our club. We would like to have more. More the better is always good for us, but we have a pretty strong people that support a lot of things we do here in Santa Paula.
Yeah, so what's our longest standing member, or how many members have put?
Well, we have several people in our club, several members. Jack Dickinson for one, Al Galeen, a few others. Those ones come to head. They've been in the over 50 years. Yeah. We don't have any original charter members, but we do have a lot of members. That we also have a lot that are in the 20, 30 range, and we also have some that are in the 1 year to 5 year range. So we've got some good diversity.
Good. So we continue to grow, bringing in new people and stuff. So no, that's great. So what does Rotary do in the community? I know we have a lot of, and I'm a Rotarian as well. So we have a lot of things we do within the community. Would you like to just share some of the things we're doing, including what we're currently doing? So.
Yeah, we have a lot of things we do here, and we're always looking for something more to do that's going to benefit the community. I think the community is pretty aware of where we give out baskets. We have baskets. They're large cardboard boxes of great weight, full of canned foods, dry goods, fresh fruit and vegetables, usually a pretty good size chicken, rice and beans, and then toys for the kids. And we have a big gathering we do. It takes us about 3 days to prepare for this, and on New Year's this. And we've been doing this since the 1920s. That's one of the things this club did. Let me go back a little bit to there. We back in the old days, we had a Christmas basket program, you're saying. Then we supported the Boy Scouts here and became their sponsor. We were a big Get Out the Vote campaign back in the 20s. We also had a Mexican helped our farm laborers. And one of our quests was to remove objectionable literature. That's all I can say we did back then. But anyway, we supported the 1925 Santa Barbara earthquake relief And of course, the 1928, March 1928, St. Francis, especially Santa Paula. So that's the stuff we used to do. So now we have Christmas baskets, we still do. We have this Christmas stocking program that is headed by Ginger Girardi, and basically give basically needed supplies that they want, little gifts, little things that the seniors can use here in town that are based. We have a big scholarship program we have where we have an endowment that we've generated over 30 plus years, and we take money out of that endowment every year and we give gifts to the seniors at Santa Paula High School. This year, we're giving out $32,000 in scholarships to seniors. And hopefully we're going to have a senior banquet coming up here, or basically an awards banquet for these scholarships. Hopefully sometime in July. Hopefully we can get together for that. Do the new teach. Paula. Last year we had about 25, 26. We've had as many as 50. And we have this big barbecue we put on out at the Wilson Ranch, Yvonne and Chris Wilson's ranch over in the Oaks. And we have the teachers, new teachers, their spouses or significant others, plus Rotarians, school board members, faculty that would like to join us. So we'll have sometimes upwards of 200 people at this barbecue, and we put it on just for the new teachers. Junior achievement, how deaf do you want me to go, John? I got a list of things we do.
Actually, I want to talk a little bit about the pumpkin patch.
Oh, that's coming. That was pumpkin patch is definitely one of the things we do with greatness. It's our major fundraising event. We've been doing the pumpkin patch used to be out at Faulkner Farms off of Briggs and Telegraph, as many remember. And we took it over years ago when the people that ran it decided they wanted to not run it anymore. So we ran it out there for several years. And then Limoneira asked to their ranch off of Olive Land's facility up off of Foothill, in basically Foothill, Wheeler Canyon, Lisa and Wheeler Canyon. We have 14 acres there. They let us. And we bring in anywhere from 15 to 20,000 people over the 4 weekends, usually 4 weekends in October for our pumpkin patch. And they come from all over. They're not just locals. They come in from the San Fernando Valley. They come in from, we've had people come in from Fresno and Central Valley, people down the coast. And we have a pretty good patch. And that event raises all the money that we use to help the community, and also to help us with our benefit fund, which also helps the community. Last people that help support us during the event, and these are other nonprofit clubs. Some of the help the sports teams at the high school come out, wrestling, volleyball, swimming. They come out, help us do the event, and for the time they give us, we compensate them for that time. And a lot of these organizations, of all the money they receive for the year, is the money they get from working at the.
Yeah, great.
It's a fairly significant thing, not just for us, but also for the community.
Yeah. So now I know Rotary meets weekly, or we were meeting weekly, and we would meet at Flight 126 Cafe. So now with the COVID-19, how has that affected our club, and how have we kind of pivoted to doing something different?
Well, we knew they were going to have a change. Our first meeting in March was we have our meetings on Mondays at noon. So we had to cancel that one. So the following week, we started working on getting a Zoom meeting set up. So then by the end of March, which was only 2 weekends after this, we had set up a Zoom virtual meeting format. And ever since then, we've been conducting. We didn't waste much time getting into the Zoom mode because we wanted to continually engage our membership, because that's really critical. One of the things our club is itself on is our interaction and sense of community, not only in the community, but with our group itself. We're very sincere, very devoted bunch of people. So, but yeah, that's what we do.
Okay, good. Now I know every year there's a new president for Rotary, and you're the current president, and you're just wrapping up your year, which has been a very interesting year with everything that's gone on. So tell me a little bit about how your experience has been as the president of Rotary.
Well, I've been in Rotary for sponsored in by a really significant person, Mike Mobley of Progressive Land Management. We became friends over the years, and he offered me or invited me to a club meeting, and I found out that the criteria and ethics of Rotary fit right into what I'd like to see and I'd like to do. So I became a member. So I've been in the club for a while, been of activities, and then I was asked a couple years ago to become president or get in the queue for presidency, and so I accepted that. And it was I didn't know I knew what to expect, because when you're a president, you're on the board for at least 2 years prior to that, so you understand how things work. So you're not just dropped in cold turkey. But this year has been very challenging. Our motto is service above self, but our sub model is fun. We have to have fun. So we've been working on having fun, and that's what we're doing with this, with our Zoom meetings. We've just got this year going a virtual happy hour where we all get on and we'll either have dinner or we'll make a new drink or something like. One of our members showed us how she made her famous. It's just kind of fun things we do. Anyway, so this year we've done a lot of our pumpkin patch was really successful this last year. We're looking to this next year and how we're examining now what this next pumpkin patch is going to look like in October, and all the other things we have planned and scheduled to do. It's kind of critical we do the pumpkin patch because so many in our community rely on the funds that we generate from that event.
Yeah, good.
I've enjoyed every bit of it, so it's fun. I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, good. So now I know you were my sponsor when I came in. You asked me to join, and so now I'm incoming president starting in July, which I'm looking forward to that. But so explain the process of how somebody wants to join Rotary. What do they have to go through?
Primary thing is, do you have a desire to help the community? And if you can help, if that's something you want to do and you feel you want to get involved and be part of the community, that's someone we're looking for. We're also looking for people ethical business and personal standards. That's kind of critical because we're pretty committed to what we do. We just we don't have room for anybody that doesn't want to contribute. Then we do pride ourselves on everyone that contributes. Are you willing to apply your knowledge and the things that you know as far as your standards to Rotary, and how can that benefit Rotary? So we're looking for input outside of Rotary. And then also know that a lot of work we do, are you interested in supporting our international programs? Rotary is international, is very supportive of peace initiatives. And actually, we're known as mediators. We have trained mediators who go into countries and try to make things happen in various countries. Fellowship that does that. Plus, we have a lot of other things that people have that they do that they want to do something in another country. In particular for us, Mexico and Central America are projects that we have going on, water projects, school projects, clinics, things like that. So if you want to do that, and then you have to pass and live up to the 4-way test.
Which is?
Memorized, so you have to know this. First of all, is it the truth? Is it the truth? No half truths, no gray. Is it the truth? And is it fair to all concerned? Is it you making the board pretty even here when we say that? And then will it bring goodwill and better friendships? And that's what our club does. We do that pretty regularly. Beneficial to all concerned. So that's where it comes in, where we do all the things we do that we try to benefit the community as much as possible. And this year, not only have things I mentioned, but one thing we did this year is in March, as soon as all this happened, we developed a COVID committee to see how we could best distribute our benefit funds and other funds that anywhere we could actually affect need. So we've gone out and we had a committee that did that, and they've accomplished that, and we're still looking for people to help that need some real help. We support all the museums here in town. We support the nonprofits and Boys and Girls Club. Spirit of Santa Paula, Santa Clara Valley Hospice, and many of the organizations here in town, especially many of the sports clubs that make Santa Paula a better place to live.
So where do we find more information on Santa Paula Rotary?
Well, you can go to santapaulaRotary.org, which is our website, which covers a lot of things. And if you go in there, you can't see a lot of things, but it'll tell you what our meetings are. We usually have meetings listed for maybe 4 or 5 weeks out, kind of the speakers we're going to have. And we try to have an important or significant speaker every week at our meetings to enlighten us. It could be anything from city manager Dan Singer to someone who's project in South America where we have donated funds to support a school closed in a girls' kind of difficult to get to in many of the countries. Girls' schools aren't prominent, so we try to support that as much as possible.
And you can also go to the Rotary Facebook page. I mean, there's a lot of more updated stuff. We usually update that on a frequent basis. So anyway, well, Bob, thank you for joining us. Hopefully everybody got a little insight on what Rotary is and what we do in the community. I'm looking forward to being president. Thank you for everything you've done your entire time with Rotary and over the last year as president.
Thank you, John.
You've led us well. So,
thank you.
Yeah. So anyway, please visit us at the santapaulachamber.net or the Chamber Facebook page for any information on the Chamber. Please visit kdytv.com and visit us on the our YouTube page, and please subscribe. So anyway, thank you again, Bob. It was great having you, and we will see you next time.
Thanks, John. Good seeing you.